What's going on, and welcome to another episode of the Short Men Only podcast with your boy Jalal Wilson. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing great. Can't complain. And even if I did, you probably wouldn't care. So, anyway, let's talk today about rejection. This is a topic I know a lot about because I got rejected a lot, you know? So I've kind of been through the battlefield of rejection and understanding how it works and, you know, all of that good stuff. And I want to talk about rejection because I feel like a lot of short men do not try in so many different areas of life because they are worried about being rejected. So that is why I wanted to talk about rejection. I'm going to tell you this story. This was happened when I was younger. But I never forgot it. One day I went to the mall and I saw this woman. She was a nice looking woman. So I went up into her and talked to her. And, I made sure my breath was fresh. My head was looking right. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling myself. I was dressed fresh that day. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was the man. I had rolled up. This was after I had just got my first car. The sun was out. I had some rims on my ride. So I popped out, went in the mall. You know what I'm saying? Like, feeling good. Like, this is my day. So I go in the mall and I see the young lady and I walk up to her and, she smiles, I smile. Actually, I didn't smile back then because my teeth was whatever. So I was like, yeah, it was good. But anyway, it wasn't like that, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so I'm talking to her and she said, "You're so cute. I want to just put you in my pocket." What? You want to put me in your pocket? Like, I am a grown man and you want to put me in your pocket? Yeah, I wasn't feeling it. Like, that was the first time. I mean, it was almost like she just gave me like a subtle like, you're cute, like in a kiddish way, but I'm not interested. I like that. I mean, well, I didn't have a problem with the fact that she rejected me, but it's the kiddish thing and putting me in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? I was a little offended, but I was thinking about it, right? So of course, I think when you get rejected, you need to acknowledge the fact that you felt some way. Like I felt some way. I felt some way about her saying that to me. Like, it made me feel like a little kid. It made me feel like like just like a sucker. Like, that's the way it made me feel in that moment. And I had to allow myself that moment to feel that. But then after I thought about it, right? That is how I felt in that moment. But after that moment passed and I had a chance to think about it, I had to reframe it. Reframe the rejection. Because what she said in that moment, she may have thought that that might actually be a compliment to me. Because, she started off with, "You're cute." She might have thought that that was a compliment. She might have thought that that was something I wanted to hear, or thought that it would be something that wouldn't bother me. But so, I had to reframe it and be like, I don't know for sure that she thought, hey, if I say this, I'm going to insult this man. I mean, it's going to be an insult to this man. I don't know for sure that she thought that. So why should I assume that she thought that? I shouldn't. So I had to, I'm not going to lie to you. I did reframe it, but this reframing took place after I left the mall. When she said it, I was just like, I kind of just looked, I walked off, and I just left. I left them all. I'm not even going to front. I left them all. And I was on the way to the car, and I was like, man, and I was, once I got back in the car and I'm rolling, and I thought about it, like, why did I leave the mall? This was one of the moments where I say, as short men, you gotta have compassion for yourself, because yes, I did get rejected. Yeah, I didn't reframe it until I got in the car, but so what? Like, she said what she said. It didn't have to end my day. She wasn't the only woman in the mall, but I think it was the fact that in that moment, all I felt was like, ah, some woman, like, she don't even see me as a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? When she said she want to put me in her pocket, like, she didn't want to see. So I'm feeling sorry for myself. And see, once you start feeling sorry for yourself, then it like everything snowballs. So then I want to leave them all, and like I'm open because I'm feeling sorry for myself in this situation. When the situation didn't really call for me to start feeling sorry for myself, it required me to like have some perspective. Yeah, that was annoying, but she wasn't the only woman in the mall, so I could have just laughed it off and kept going. Like, sometimes I think as short men we take everything so personal, when a lot of things is just perspective. It's all about how you view the scenario. We don't, like I said, I don't know what her intention was. I just know how I responded to it. And so sometimes we take things personal when they're, it doesn't have to be that way. Even if you're being rejected, you don't know, that person could have got the call earlier that day that they mama died, and they're struggling, or maybe they had a breakup recently, and they're like, they're not interested in dating. So that's why they rejected you. You just never know what is going on in someone else's life. And so it's best not to take the rejection personally. And have some compassion for yourself. Why? You should have some compassion for yourself because at least you're the type of man that will go out there and go after what he wants. When I was thinking about that to myself later, I was like, at least I went and approached. I didn't see a woman that I thought was attractive and then just kept walking and acting like she didn't exist or acting like I wasn't interested. I spoke. I don't get to control what happens after I speak, but at least I spoke. And I think a lot of us, we lose that perspective. We lose the reality of it every time we get rejection. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? This might not have been the one, but at least I showed up. At least I put my best foot forward. Like, what could I learn from this rejection? Like, in my case, what I learned from the rejection, I could have asked a clarifying question. Like, what do you mean by that? Or, whatever. Like, I could ask a question instead of automatically assuming that her intention was to degrade me, belittle me, or any of those things. I could have just asked, like, hey, what did you mean by that? That is a powerful question because you get to the bottom. You really do. The person will tell you generally what that was about. So these are one of the things. I mean, these are some of the things that I would do. I mean, that I when I was thinking about the situation, I should have done. So I want you guys to think, like, if you are rejected, which is going to happen, because why? Everybody isn't going to like you. It's not possible. Like, every woman you attempt to talk to, every job you attempt to get, every situation, every business you attempt to start, at some point in time, somebody's going to reject some aspect of you, your business, or something, right? But the thing is, that is okay. It's what we learn from those moments of rejection that make us better. Because you may get rejected 100 times, but if in every one of those 100 times, right? You learned something from it. Well, the 101st time when you don't get rejected, it's because of all the preparation and all the opportunities you took the first 100 times to put you in a position to do whatever. I mean, to have the 101st one go your way. It's because you did the prep work. So don't look at rejection as this thing that is to be feared. It's actually one of the biggest teachers and can help you along the way in life, but only if you allow it. So don't be scared of it. All right? You got this. Rejection is going to happen, but you're stronger than any rejection that you could face. Just believe in yourself. I believe in you, and keep trying. And I am here to support you on your journey. If you get, I got some things coming that are going to be helpful to help support you on this journey, because you're not alone and I got your back. All right? Thank y'all. This is Jalal Wilson with the Short Men Only podcast. This one was a little short today because I don't like, if I have something clear cut to say about a topic, I want to say it. I'm not trying to add fluff to it. Those are the things I want you to think about when it comes to rejection, reframing, learning from the rejection, acknowledging your feelings, and keep trying and have some compassion for yourself. That was it. All right? Short Man Nation, I'm gone. Short Man Only podcast. We did this thing again. See y'all next week.